Introducing ExtremeE, the world's first all-electric rally series. Racing around the world in a bid to highlight the most important climate issues of our generation.
Time is running out, but sport may have one of the answers.
Using sport as a way to highlight climate change is very important.
We got all-electric race cars racing on some of the most extreme environments in the world.
Those environments are changing very fast. Electric cars are part of the solution.
Nothing like this has ever been done before.
Join our world-leading scientists aboard our floating lab, offering key insights into global climate patterns.
The Greenland ice sheet has been around for several million years. The ice is running off as water and increasing the rate of global sea level rise.
Teams and sponsors from around the world. With elite male and female drivers.
Let's go.
Racing as equals.
Go!
In the most remote corners of planet Earth that remain at risk. ExtremeE is here to revolutionize the world of motorsport.
This is going to be the most extreme motorsport.
I'm super impressed.
Still trying to adapt to it.
It's really important for women in motorsports to be highlighted like this.
Brand new.
ExtremeE. The electric odyssey starts now.
I mean, I'm constantly learning about it, obviously. Since the first idea of ExtremeE sort of came to me, to this point now, the amount I've learned about the championship and, what it stands for and what it's going to be has been huge. So, yeah, obviously incredibly excited about it all. We've managed to have a couple of tests under our belt. One was half power, our own shakedown, effectively, our first sort of feeling of the car within the team, to really see what it was all about. And then the second one was the official tests in Aragon, which had all the other teams there. So relatively not that much sort of experience in the car, but, we've got a good feeling for, what it's going to be like roughly. And yeah, I think in terms of what to expect in Saudi Arabia, I think it is expect the unexpected because, yeah, a lot of us still are sort of looking at the unknowns here.
Yeah. Still kind of working through the format and how the rules will work and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's constantly changing. So I think obviously it's new. The first race, I don't think anyone should know what to expect. And yeah, I mean, the sporting format, it's such a different, racing series to anything we've seen before that you can't really expect to know exactly, how it's going to be formatted. And I think, yeah, it's not like turning up to a Formula 2 race after doing Formula 3. It's completely, its own thing, really. So, yeah, I mean, we're taking everything as it comes. I think we just need to be as best prepared as possible to kind of attack, whatever comes at us at Saudi Arabia as best as possible.
Yeah. How has it been so far, Jamie, with driving an electric powered vehicle versus internal combustion gasoline? Do you have much experience with electric? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. I had done a little bit of testing in Formula E. So that was kind of my first experience of the electric power. Obviously in Formula E, there's a lot around energy saving and energy management, which is kind of the basis of the championship in the racing sense. In this, it's a bit more flat out. So really, it's just optimizing the power delivery to be, as efficient and as effective as possible. So that's really fun. It didn't feel too dissimilar for me. It is quite different the way that, it feels under your right foot, but you adapt quite quickly. Once you kind of get a feeling for it, it feels like any other race car. And actually, I've been so impressed with how, good the ExtremeE car feels out the box. Really, it hasn't taken too much, adaptation from that point of view. And yeah, it's a completely new skill for me in itself, but the electric side of it's quite natural.
Yeah, I suppose like with all the experience that they have with Formula E, they probably were able to optimize things a little better. It wasn't like they were jumping into this totally cold.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, there's still a degree of management, like there is in everything. You've got to think about the battery temperatures. You've got to think about how you use the systems. There's a lot more systems, than maybe a normal combustion engine, but I think that's part of the challenge. And I think what's going to make, some of the teams stand out above the rest.
ExtremeE is an all-new electric SUV motorsport series, showcasing e-SUVs in extreme off-road environments. The 5 race locations for 2021 have been carefully selected and will highlight the climate change challenges across the globe. 8 teams compete to win the championship. All teams have 1 male and 1 female driver. Races incorporate 2 laps over a distance of up to 16 kilometers. Each driver will complete 1 lap each and swap at the end of lap 1. The order of the drivers is a strategic decision left up to the teams. Race weekends feature 2 days of action. Qualifiers on day 1, finals on day 2. Each team will race twice on Saturday, once in qualifying 1 and once in qualifying 2. The field will be split into races of 4 cars in each qualifying session. The qualifying 1 grids are drawn by lottery. The finishing positions in these races determine the grids for qualifying 2. The top 4 after day 1 take the easier route and go into semi-final 1. And the bottom 4 go into the all-or-nothing semi-final 2, the crazy race. The top 3 finishers from semi-final 1 progress to the final. In the crazy race, only the winner progresses to the final. The 4 remaining teams line up for the final, a straight shootout where the first to cross the finish line is crowned the event winner. Hyperdrive, an additional power boost, will be made available to the team that performs the longest jump on the first jump of each race. Hyperdrive power can then be used by that team at any point in that race. Championship points are awarded at the end of the event, with bonus points awarded for the longest jump of each race. At the end of the season, the team with the most championship points scored across all events will be crowned teams champions.
What's the biggest challenge? Like, what do you feel like you have to learn? What's the most important thing you have to learn, I guess, to perform on 4 wheels versus 2?
Everything. I'm a beginner. Of course, I think the riders from bike riders, when they switch to cars, they have already some like experience, and we have the feeling, and we are used to the speed and all these things. I think it's good, but everything is new. We have 2 more wheels, and I also you need to understand how is working a car, the suspensions, because we are used to test a lot, but on a bike, and now it's different also, and I need to get experience to understand the car and everything. So and in this championship that will be like contact, we will start together. It's even worse for me because I'm not used to have contact with opponents. In enduro, you fight against chrono, against time. So you are never in a direct fight with your opponents.
What's it going to be like the electric aspect? Racing something that's not gasoline powered, racing electrics. Is it much different or?
Yeah, it's different, but at the end, you need to be full gas always. And yeah, but I think this is the nice thing is that I cannot compare really. So I'm completely new, and maybe I'm more like open mind on this side. And at the end is the same for everybody, because all of the riders the drivers are used to race on a normal car. So this is something new for everybody, and everybody will have to learn and to get experience on this.
Gotcha. And one more for you, like that electric part of it, obviously, I know Formula E and everything, they've been big on environmentalism and a bigger message than just racing. What's your perspective on that?
I think we need to take care about our, about our planet, and maybe it's the direction is taking the world. And it's nice to be at the beginning of something like this, because can be the future. We still don't know, but I'm sure that every time the motorsport also is taking care and more worried about this, and for sure it's a great chance to be there and to learn, and maybe it's the future. So will be super good to be one of the first competing here.